Released a quarter century ago, iMovie software was developed during a time of digital democratization. Its simple design had all the fundamentals, but its limited capabilities made it a tool for beginners. For kids even. I was raised on iMovie, yet I questioned its significance, how it impacted me and the filmmakers of my generation. This is the iMovie Retrospective. iMovie was developed in 1999 for the Macintosh of the time. A colorful series that's a stark contrast of today. As a kid, I loved movies as an outlet for my imagination. They felt like magic, and I had no idea how they were made. The thought that real people and real life could create something I saw on screen seemed impossible. On one particular evening, I was with my uncle, who showed me a video of my cousin skiing. It had cuts and music. It looked just as real as something I'd see on TV. Yet it wasn't played off a DVD or off Safari. My uncle played the video off his iPad.
Everything you see here is interactive. I can grab this clip and move it back and forth.
That's when I learned about iMovie, and it blew my mind. What hit me first were the trailer templates. Don't know how to make a movie? That's fine. Make a fake movie trailer, just for fun. It became the best thing to do with friends on a playdate. Sorry, Hangout. The cinematic title cards were cheesy. The stock music was over the top.
Another?
We had our own movie studio. I used a red Kodak digital camera that shot in an impressive 720p. Then I began to borrow my mom's iPhone for filming.
Whoa.
I'd spend hours pretending my basement was the sands of the Sahara, getting lost in Toyland. I could be an ocean army man or an agent of espionage. Sometimes it got violent. In iMovie, the color filters were the genre. Text animations conveyed style. And don't get me started about those action movie FX shots. At the same time, I was shown early YouTube videos by my babysitters who knew all the trends. I saw that these skits were entertaining millions. They were relatable. They also filmed in their house, featured family and friends, and chased the fun. That's when parodies became my next big thing. Dr. Y, Cretaceous Country, my own spins on Star Wars and the Twilight Zone.
This was edited with iMovie Purple.
My imagination had no limits.
Whoa. Cut.
As a teenager, the novelty of iMovie wore off. The possibilities of the program were in fact not infinite. I had used every color and heard every sound effect. The templates that were once exhilarating now appeared artless. I was playing with a toy rather than using a tool. I watched as these YouTubers who once did it for fun had matured into an image of professional polish. I had to grow up too. I had to become a real filmmaker. I couldn't say that I edited on iMovie, no. I had to learn real software like Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. I had to use a real camera, my Canon EOS Rebel SL2. I had to direct real movies, short films. There was a period of time where we made movies for fun, until it felt like we were growing out of it. Before I knew it, I was compelled to move away from parody. When I realized that I could try telling my own stories. My appetite for making films only grew. And it dawned on me that iMovie was only the tip of the iceberg. I could now attempt more ambitious projects, more complicated stories. But somewhere along the way, the professionalism of it all became mundane. When I opened Premiere Pro and turned on my DSLR for the first time, I was hit by a steeper learning curve. How was I becoming numb to the very thing that opened my imagination? And those iMovie movies, those janky and juvenile home videos, they were nothing more than me playing dress up for the camera. The evidence of my inexperience. Videos that can only be understood by a kid's imagination. I'd let them rot in my Google Drive. Archived forever. I've been a filmmaker for 10 years now, and in that time, I went from a kid who couldn't fathom how movies were made to an adult who doesn't blink twice at an editing timeline. iMovie has come a long way since it was released. From transferring footage via cable connected to a camcorder, to the innovation of AirDrop. The beginner tools are finding a way to become more advanced with each passing year. Think about how impressive my childhood movies would have looked even a decade prior. iMovie's not going away anytime soon. It's evolved since I last opened it. Sure, objectively, iMovie has a clean user interface and was a product of digital democratization, but iMovie's important to me because for the first time, I could capture and create stories with my imagination. When I revisit childhood movies, I now see a boy who let his imagination fill in the gaps, who is driven more from a place of curiosity and enjoyment rather than prestige. Since I moved on from iMovie and since the tools got more advanced, I've been trying to cling on to that sense of wonder I had at age 7. iMovie raised filmmakers of my generation. Just like the Super 8 camera did, and CapCut is doing now, iMovie gave the key to unlock a new world of creativity. I am no longer ashamed for what it lacked. I appreciate what it gave. Thanks for watching, everyone. Just to reiterate the nostalgic phrase, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.